Hey everyone, KidRickarus here. Welcome back to Odin Sphere Leifthrasir. So today, we also have post-commentary on this episode. And basically it's because I accidentally deleted the commentary for this episode. But I'll talk more about that after we finish talking to our NPCs here.
You mustn't. Don't go anywhere without telling me ever again. But in any event, I too am happy to hear of Oswald's return.
Oswald is safe. What a relief. Yes, indeed.
Okay. So yeah, I recorded commentary for this after the last episode, which I did post commentary on. But in that episode, as I mentioned, I stopped the commentary because it was so bad. In this episode,
I'm glad that your husband is safe, Princess.
I just accidentally deleted the commentary afterwards, which is probably for the best because I remember the commentary still wasn't that great, and also my voice was getting worse and worse, and I was doing a lot of coughing during that commentary, so I would have had to edit out a lot of coughs, which would have been kind of annoying. So it's probably for the best that I lost that commentary. Anyway, here I'm doing some inventory management, and yeah, my voice still isn't 100%, but it's a lot better than it was over the weekend. It was a real shame. Like, I had Saturday, I had just a day to myself, and I had a lot of time, so I really wanted to record a lot of episodes, and I was kind of looking forward to that. Just pre-recording a bunch of episodes and doing some commentary, but then I happened to get sick, so I ended up only doing 2 episodes, and, you know, the commentary on them was awful, so I had to get rid of it, and now I'm doing post-commentary. So, that kind of sucked, but, you know, what can you do?
Welcome! What can I get you
So here
today?
I'm just kind of going through and getting some more experience for Gwendolyn. I think I did the same thing a few episodes ago. We're almost at the end of Gwendolyn's story. The chapter 6 is the last chapter, and then there's a prologue, which is about as long as another chapter, so it's kind of like a chapter 7.
Will this be
but
all for you?
yeah, we're getting there, which is good, because as I mentioned a few episodes ago, I really want to
With pleasure.
I really want to play Hyper Light Drifter, which comes out next week at the time of this
Will
recording,
this be all
so
for you?
it'll be nice to take a short break from Odin Sphere. I do intend to keep playing and do the rest of the characters and play through the whole game, but taking a short break is always a good thing.
Will this be all for you?
And so we spent all of our gold and
Thank
silver.
you very much.
So I think after this we head on into the story. So I'll let that play out, and we'll talk some more after that. Oh, so we're heading into Ringford, Forest of Fairies. So I don't know what I was doing here. I guess I was showing that this is the second forest area of the game. But anyway, let's watch.
Has Oswald's condition changed?
He is resting at the moment.
I see.
May I ask you something?
What is it?
I have heard rumors suggesting that Oswald has some type of connection to the Queen of Death.
Well,
In order to increase my Belderreaver's power, my father sold me to her.
Oswald! You need to rest.
And just as he wished, I acquired the cursed power of the Shadow Knight. But in compensation for this contract, the Halia lurk about everywhere. They are waiting for the moment my power fades.
How terrible.
As long as I have the Belderreaver, the Halia fear me and stay away. But this power continues to be my curse. That was a close call back there. I must thank you. But Gwendolyn, why did you go to the Fire Kingdom? What did you discuss with Onyx?
I apologize for not obeying your command to stay here. But I was so worried and concerned about you. I could not sit idly by.
Huh? You were worried about me?
Your Highness! You belong to my father's troops.
I have something to report. Ragnarnovel suffered a crushing defeat from the Vanir under their new queen. They have seized the area around the cauldron.
That can't be! How is the king? Is the king all right?
King Odin has been wounded by arcane bolts and has returned to the castle. But his injuries are severe, and he is in no shape to do battle. The enemy will surely take this opportunity to invade the castle. The precious ring he received from your Highness has been taken away.
You gave away the ring I presented to you? No. This was all part of the Demon Lord's scheme. So, I was used as a puppet.
Wait a moment. I really...
Your Highness, for now, please return to the kingdom and assist King Odin.
I cannot return to my father, but I will serve my responsibility as the king's daughter and fight. Please inform the king of my intentions. You're going to attack alone? You're asking to be killed! If I can retrieve that ring, the entire war will change. Are you doing this for your father? Or for him? I never imagined losing someone could be so terrifying. I don't want to lose him.
So Gwendolyn is slowly falling in love with Oswald. But here we are in Ringford Forest, which is a really cool area of the game. I like this place. It's got good music, and also it's got a really cool layout too. And there's some neat little kind of like environmental things in this level, which talk about when we actually get to one of those. We've got these knights again with their beetle shell armor, which is really cool. I like that design a lot. There's another game, it's a Japanese-only game, and it's a shoot-'em-up. It's called Mushihime-sama, or Bug Princess, literally what the title translates to. There's two games in the series. It's a cave shoot-'em-up, which is like a bullet... The cave is known for like bullet hell games. But Mushihime-sama and Mushihime-sama Futari is the sequel. And both of those games have a really cool aesthetic, which deal obviously with insects and forests and stuff like that. And the designs of the enemies and the characters in that game are really cool. And also, really, the music is really good in that game. And I love shoot-'em-ups. And sorry, I wasn't reading this thing about Baromets, and you know, if you want to read it, you can pause the video. Sorry, I didn't. I did it in the live commentary, but I didn't do it here. But basically, you can grow sheep from seeds, and they're called Baromet seeds. So I think I will demonstrate that in this episode. But sorry, I was talking about something else, so I didn't read this thing, but it's fine. So anyway, Yeah, we get a Baromet seed from this treasure chest, and I'm pretty sure I plant it right away. Let's see. Here I was just checking, just to make sure that I got everything in this little stage. And yeah, here I go ahead and I plant the Baromet. I forget how many Phozons it takes. It takes quite a few. And I think, yeah, I planted a rose meal to help out the process. And still, it wasn't quite enough. There we go. So these sheep kind of fall off the plant and they'll run away, so you have to be kind of quick about it. And there I was just showing they run away. They're not too hard to catch, but you get a lamb chop from them. And lamb chops give you 2,250 experience, plus 5 max HP, and 450 HP recovery. So pretty good, especially for this part of the game. That's a pretty good chunk of recovery, and also a pretty good chunk of experience. And there's also a really good recipe that you get called grilled lamb chop, I think, that Mari can make. And I think I make it in this level. So I'll talk more about it when that happens. Here we have these fairy archers again. This isn't a battle stage though, so quite easy. But I like this area because it's got this branch that you're walking on, and you're kind of going down, and there's some drops and mushrooms you can jump on, and different things like this shell, which is kind of showing, kind of bends, gives underneath your weight. It's really cool. I like this area. The background is really dense too, like the illustrations in the background. Really awesome. Anyway, we're gonna kick the shit out of these elf hunters. Which is always fun. I like fighting, I think I mentioned before, but I really like fighting enemies in the air. Like air combos are a lot of fun. They just feel really, especially with Gwendolyn, they feel really fluid. I don't know what happened there in that little, like she got hit, but it didn't really stagger me or anything. That one did though. That was an arrow. Came in from the side and hit me. But yeah, enemies that are in the air are really fun to fight. I love air combos. So here we got an excavation guide. I'll try to read this. It's in the preview. So fear... oh shit. Oh, I was showing that this is the third page. So... I can't read it because I'm watching the preview video in my movie editing program. So it's kind of small, so it's hard to read. But anyway, this is about the environmental parts of the stage. There's magic mushrooms in this stage, and they have an effect on you. Which I think we'll see probably in the next episode. So up that ladder we have a level 35 area, and I am at level 35, and in hard mode that's not a good thing. It doesn't usually go well. So I'm kind of deciding where exactly to go, and I decide to go to the rest area. And I think here I plant another Baromet seed, but I, screwed up the buttons and menu in the menu. And I was deciding, I guess I was deciding which one to plant, but yeah, definitely planted the Baromet. Worth it. And yeah, that wild rose meal gives you 19 Phozons, but still not enough for the Baromet. They take a lot. I'll have to check. Maybe next time I open the menu, or next time I play the game, I'll check and see how many Phozons they take. It's quite a few. I was just checking to see if we had any ingredients for Mari, and I decided that didn't. Got a withered napple. But I check out this merchant.
I usually do business with the fairies here, but this area's been unsafe lately.
And I really wanted the detox charm +1 from this vendor, but I didn't have enough to buy it. It's 230 gold. I only have 67. I spent a lot of gold somewhere. In the last chapter, I guess. So I just got the area map and the grilled lamb recipe, which takes a habaneristo, I don't know how to pronounce that, and a lamb chop. So then we get a grilled lamb chop, and it's a takeout item from Mari, so we can use it. But it gives you a lot of health recovery and a lot of experience, so it's really worth having. And this, the silver thing up at the corner of the map there is a trial stage, which is going to be quite tough, I think, on hard mode, but we'll get to that. Not in this episode, but in the next episode or the episode after that. Definitely we'll be trying that area out. So anyway, I called out Mari because I really wanted that grilled lamb chop. Flipping his tables and shit.
Maury's tour. I see you, Ebony. Now then.
So I was contemplating, I guess. And then got the grilled lamb.
Very well. Leave it to me.
Sometimes when I decided to get another one. Sometimes when you get takeout items, you get a bonus item.
Very well.
Like I think I forget what it is, but one of the takeout items, I think from the restaurant in the Puka village, you get a gingerbread cookie as a bonus item if you get one of the takeout items. Here we went into a mid-boss stage, which I was not prepared for. This is a level 35 mid-boss stage, and I am at level 35, and you can see how little damage I'm doing to him. The freeze attack was pretty useful, but yeah, I'm doing pretty terrible damage. And he's running away from me, which is really interesting. This little mushroom guy. I really like the animation of him too, because if you smack him hard enough, he splits in half, and then he'll like reform. I think you'll see it in like a second, I think. I was trying to charge up an attack. Yeah, there he's split in half. It's really funny. And then he shoots out poison, which this poison has huge range. It's crazy. And I got smacked there, and I also got hit by the poison before that. And then he's gonna do poison again. It's really annoying. And you can see how far it goes. It's crazy. And he does a lot of damage, like launching into you like that. And then I found out, oh, I only have one healing item, which isn't smart. So I tried to see if I could stand in the middle and not get hit by the poison, but obviously that did not work. And the poison level is a lot, so that poison's going to be on there. And that's why I really wanted that detox charm +1. So I tried to get out of there. And I don't have any more healing, so I was forced to use the fish fillet, and then I got stuck in the poison. So I'm almost dead. I'm down to 1 hit point here. And luckily I found out a couple episodes ago that I can't be killed by status effects. And now the mushroom transforms in the second stage of the fight, and he looks strong, and he is really strong. So here, bam. I only had 1 hit point, doing hardly any damage to him. So I ran away. I'm not ashamed. Yeah, I ran away, because I just couldn't handle that at that point. So I decided to try the bottom area, which is also level 35, but it's just a battle stage, normal battle stage, no mini-boss. So I thought, well, I'll give this a shot. And I did much better here. So these guys are pretty easy to fight, even though I'm kind of out of my league as far as the levels go, but they're not too bad. I love knocking them into the air. It's so satisfying. Or knocking the elf hunters out of the air too, that's fun. So yeah, I was mopping the floor with these guys, but got totally destroyed by the mini boss back there, the mid boss. I forget what they call it. It comes up. I think it's mid boss. Is what they call it in this game. But anyway, I got the Phozon Prism, so that's good. That was one one victory out of this episode. And so we got Blizzard, which it's a damaging snowstorm that inflicts the freeze effect against all foes, which is really powerful. It's a really powerful magic. And I was just checking to see if I had enough ability points to unlock anything, but I don't. Not yet. So I decided to, I think here I up Beak Drive. Trying to just make myself a little bit stronger. And then we check out the chest. Got another Baromet seed and a lot of stuff. So anyway, and there's just a random mulberry. So I went inside here, this little tree, and unlocked this treasure chest, which called out all these guys. But yeah, I'm kind of underleveled for. I mean, not the. Oh, geez, that came out of nowhere. I'm kind of underleveled for not the enemies, like the regular enemies in this area, but definitely for the bosses. So this episode ends pretty soon. It's pretty short. I wasn't doing well, and at this point I was feeling really sick. I was just showing off that gold that I got. But anyway, yeah, I decided to call it an episode around here, and I think what I'm going to do, since I'm kind of underleveled for this area, I'm going to go back and off camera, I'm going to go do some level grinding. And so in the next episode, I'll be beefed up and ready to take on this area, and we'll just go through it and get as much done as we can in the next couple episodes, hopefully finish it off. It's a fairly big area, as you can see, as I'm moving the map around. But anyway, that's all for this episode, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.